The conflict's roots go back to the late 19th or early 20th century with the rise of Zionism, a movement seeking a Jewish homeland, and Arab nationalism in what was then Ottoman Palestine. After World War I, Britain took control of the area under the British Mandate. Tension grew as Jewish immigration increased, especially due to persecution of Jews in Europe. Arab Palestinians feared land loss and loss of political control. In 1917, the Balfour Declaration expressed British support for a Jewish national home in Palestine, though without prejudicing the rights of existing non-Jewish communities. After World War II, the UN proposed partitioning Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, UN Partition Plan of 29th of November 1947. Jews accepted, Arab leaders largely rejected it. Conflict broke out. On the 14th of May 1948, Israel declared independence. The next day, neighboring Arab states invaded, leading to the First Arab-Israeli War. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians fled or were expelled, an event often called the Nakba, catastrophe. Office of the historian. Over the decades, there have been many wars, e.g. 1967 Six-Day War, 1973 Yom Kippur War, uprisings, intifadas, attempts at peace like the Oslo Accords in 1993 to 1995, disputes over settlements, borders, refugees, and control over Jerusalem. Why Israel is doing what it's doing, from Israel's perspective, and how bad it looks, from critics' view, from the Israeli government's point of view. Their actions are often justified as security measures to prevent attacks from militant groups like Hamas. For example, Israel claims to target infrastructure and leadership of such groups. After the October 7, 2023 attack by Hamas, in which many Israelis were killed and hostages taken, Israel initiated a large military campaign in Gaza, bombing ground operations, aiming to destroy Hamas's capabilities and secure release. The military operations have caused massive civilian casualties. Tens of thousands of Palestinians have been killed in Gaza, many of them women and children. Infrastructure is heavily damaged. Homes, hospitals, schools, massive displacement, people lacking basic needs, food, water, shelter. Human rights organizations accuse Israel of actions that may violate international law. Some use words like collective punishment, indiscriminate bombing. Others accuse of war crimes. Israel disputes many of those claims, saying they take precautions, point to militants operating among civilians, and blame Hamas for endangering civilians by locating in or near civilian areas. Latest situation as of September 2025, and spicy bits. The war that started on October 7, 2023 continues. Israel's operations in Gaza are intense. Gaza City has been ordered evacuated for the south. Gaza has been suffering what many call a humanitarian catastrophe. Large-scale displacement, famine-like conditions, hospitals destroyed or overwhelmed. UN General Assembly passed a resolution endorsing a two-state solution and condemning both Hamas's attacks and Israel's military actions in Gaza. A controversial development, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu recently said that removing Hamas leaders in Qatar would remove what he sees as the main obstacle to a ceasefire. An Israeli strike targeted Hamas leadership in Doha, killing several, including reportedly one of the sons of a senior Hamas member and a Qatari security officer. Qatar condemned forces chief, Hersi Halevi, that over 200,000 Palestinians have been killed or injured since the start of the war, October 2023, and that legal advisors in the IDF acted more to justify things internationally rather than limit operations. That implies high intentionality and perhaps less concern for legal constraints. The Guardian, the evacuation orders for Gaza City have caused panic. Many civilians can't even safely evacuate because of lack of transport, resources, and because other areas are also unsafe. Israel claims over 250,000 have fled the north as ordered, but UN estimates fewer have succeeded. Relief access remains heavily restricted. Political speech is very heated. Israel's leadership has said there will be no Palestinian state, rejecting some international efforts. Meanwhile, many countries strongly support Palestinian statehood. International pressure is increasing.